If you're tired of alt-tabbing between 5 windows just to switch a scene, mute your mic, or launch an app midstream, a macro deck solves that in one press. But the right one for you depends entirely on how you work, not just how many buttons are printed on the box. Let's go through 5 options that cover very different budgets and needs. First up is the ULANZI D200H. This one isn't just a macro pad. It's built as a docking hub with macro keys attached. You get 13 customizable LCD keys, plus 1 dedicated info display key. But the real draw is what's built into the sides. 2 USB-C 3.0 ports, 2 USB-A 3.0 ports, an SD and a micro SD card reader, and 100-watt PD fast charging, all running through a single USB-C connection to your computer. According to the specs, it runs on Windows 10 and later, or macOS 10.13 and later, and it integrates with OBS, Twitch, and YouTube for streaming, plus Photoshop, Premiere Pro, After Effects, DaVinci Resolve, and CapCut for editing work. This is the pick for the solo creator who's tired of juggling a separate card reader, a charging cable, and a macro pad on the same desk. Someone who dumps footage from an SD card, charges a phone or a controller, and triggers scene changes all from one plugged-in device instead of 3. If your workflow is camera to laptop to edit in one sitting, this covers ground the others simply don't touch. At the time of recording, the ULANZI D200H was listed at $55, and you'll find the link right below this video. Right alongside it in price is the FIFINE AmpliGame D6. This one sticks closer to the classic Streamdeck formula. 15 customizable LCD macro keys, plug and play over USB-C to USB-C or USB-A. And according to the manufacturer, it ships with a cable roughly 2.5 meters long, which matters more than it sounds. It means you can mount your PC under the desk and still have slack to position the deck exactly where your hand rests, without stretching a cord across your keyboard. It's compatible with OBS Studio, Streamlabs, Twitch, YouTube, Discord, and Spotify. This is the one for someone who wants the standard 15-key layout, wants their setup positioned a specific way on a crowded desk, and doesn't want to pay Elgato prices to get there. If your priority is simply having enough keys to run OBS scenes and a soundboard without spending more than $50, this is built exactly for that. FIFINE's controller was going for $55 when this video was recorded. You'll find that link with the others below. Before we get into the higher-end options, if you're finding this comparison useful, take a second to subscribe to GadTech and turn on notifications. We break down gear like this every week. Next is the VSDINSIDE Macro Keypad, and it's the value play of this list. You get 18 total keys, 15 customizable LCD keys, plus 3 physical buttons, which is more keys than anything else here under $50. It also includes what VSDINSIDE calls Operation Follow, which just means you can chain several macro actions to fire in sequence from a single press, instead of setting up one action per key. According to the listing, it requires Windows 11 or later, or macOS 14 or later, so it's worth checking that your system meets that before buying. It works with OBS, Streamlabs, YouTube, Twitch, and Discord. And it also plays nice with everyday office software like Excel, Word, and Photoshop. This is the one for someone who wants the highest key count for the lowest price, and who splits time between streaming and regular desk work. Someone who wants one pad handling both OBS scene switches at night and spreadsheet shortcuts during the day. Just confirm your OS version first, since it's pickier about that than the others on this list. The VSDINSIDE was priced at $46 at the time this video was recorded, and that link is in the description too. Then there's the Elgato Streamdeck MK.2, and this is the name most of you already know. It gives you 15 customizable LCD keys running over USB 2.0, and what sets it apart isn't the key count, it's the software behind it. Elgato's Streamdeck platform has been refined for years, and has the deepest plugin library of any device on this list, with direct integrations for OBS, Twitch, YouTube, Spotify, Philips Hue, and dozens of other tools, plus an active marketplace where new plugins show up regularly. This is the one for the streamer who wants zero guesswork, someone who'd rather pay more upfront and know that almost any tool or smart device they add later will already have a plugin ready to go, instead of hoping a budget alternative catches up. If reliability and long-term software support matter more to you than saving $40, this is where that money goes. At the time of recording, the MK.2 was priced at $119. Grab the link below if this is the one for you. And finally, if 15 keys start to feel like you're constantly digging through folders to find the action you need, there's the Elgato Streamdeck XL. It's built on the same software ecosystem as the MK2, but it more than doubles the key count to 32, laid out in an 8x4 grid, and it steps up to USB 3.0 for the connection. This is the one for the full-time streamer or professional running a complex setup, someone juggling multiple scenes, several audio sources, smart lighting, and social media triggers, who needs direct one-tap access to all of it without nesting half their commands inside folders. If your stream or production workflow has genuinely outgrown 15 keys, this is the upgrade path that keeps you inside the same software you already trust. The Streamdeck XL was listed at $229 when this video was recorded, and as always, the link is down below. That's the lineup. Which one fits depends on whether you need extra ports, a bigger budget stretch, the most keys for the least money, or an ecosystem you can build on for years. All the links are in the description below, so check the current prices before you decide. And if you haven't already, subscribe to GadTech for more breakdowns like this one. See you in the next video.